morning, everyone, and welcome to a brand new day. You got the Aired Out podcast, live from Fly on the Wall Productions, Barry, Vermont. It is an absolute pleasure to have you with us. Good morning to Raylene.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing great, and I just want to guarantee everyone right now that even though we had some snazzy Jeopardy music this morning, we will not be playing because JD could not answer any of the questions.
What questions?
Jeopardy questions.
Oh, my God, I'm out of it this morning. I don't.
This morning?
Good morning. Very good morning. Yes, there's the bell. Live on Aired Out, Fly on the Wall Productions, Barry, Vermont. AiredOutVT.com, streamed everywhere you get your podcasts. Thanks so much for starting your day with us, getting things this going. It is a Thursday morning. We're getting closer and closer to the holidays, which...
Christmas, you mean?
Yeah.
New Year's?
Yeah. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's okay to say it.
Oh, my God.
We're on Aired Out.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live, and we're allowed to say that.
Allowed to say Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are.
Are we still allowed to say Christmas?
It is the holidays, but it's also Christmas.
It is a holiday.
Okay. It is.
It is one of the holidays.
All right.
You can name them all.
That we can still celebrate.
Yeah. Some of the largest airlines in the United States have entered their peak travel windows as millions of passengers are taken to the skies for the holidays. Listen, if you still need to send a few presents, holiday shipping deadlines are quickly approaching. I would say anyone who's
dares.
What are you doing?
Especially if it says it's being shipped by the U.S. Postal System.
They're saying...
I don't care what Amazon says. I'm telling you what the Barrie City Post Office is like. And Amazon is going to be quite disappointed in them.
Well, they're saying... they're saying UPS, the United States Postal Service, and FedEx.
Yeah,
The deadlines... are approaching. They're not here.
Yeah.
They're not here now. But they're approaching.
Yeah.
I mean, today's Thursday, Raylene.
Yeah. No.
If you want your items delivered in time for Christmas, post offices are also facing their annual surge in mail volume in addition to inclement weather. So the sooner you send those packages, the better. Should have done it last week.
Are you done your shopping? You haven't even started yet, have you?
No, I'm going easy this year. I'm not doing, I'm not going crazy.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just not going crazy. I want to see if we can reach Logan Luce this morning.
You go ahead.
See if we can talk about real
See what
quick.
that boy's up to.
Real quick, Thursday night football. Find out what's happening, and then we're going to bring Heather Slayton on from Washington County Mental Health. I know Logan's got to be with us. I almost called him Lugan. Did you hear that?
I did. I'm not surprised.
It's a good thing I didn't call him.
You still sleeping?
It's a good thing I didn't call him Loogie. Oh, Logan, are you there?
Yeah, I said good morning. My name is Lucan.
Oh, hey, Lucan, how are you?
Good Lord.
Good morning, pal. How are you, man?
I'm great, JD. How are you today?
I'm all right. Tell us what we have on tap for tonight, Thursday night football, all right?
So Thursday night tonight, we've got the Saints and Rams in the Rams Stadium. Both teams are 7-7, so both teams are fighting at this point for a playoff spot. We're coming to close to the end of the season. I mean, this is week 16, yeah. So we're coming to a close here very shortly. I'm excited for tonight's game. Matthew Stafford should be in tonight. Same with Cooper Kupp. Looks like he'll be healthy for today. And also another standout is their rookie wide receiver, Puka. Another good standpoint. So I think the Rams are going to – I mean, I don't personally want the Rams to win, but I understand that the Rams – I think the Rams, if I'm being honest, I think the Rams are looking like the better team this game. But I wouldn't put them down though, because the Saints have a really good defense still this year. They started off hot and are still, doing relatively really well. So the Saints defense is something to look out for tonight. But also that Rams offense is really good too. So, we'll see how that goes for tonight's game. I did want to talk about, if you don't mind, Monday night's game that we didn't get to talk about, which was the Seahawks and Eagles game. And that was a really good game, especially with the Seahawks winning the game in 15 seconds left with a touchdown to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And so for me as a Seahawks fan, that was a very big win, but that also was like a great win.
Well, listen, man, nobody knows your stuff more than you, and I know that you're paying attention and you're watching and you're listening and you know what's going on. And Raylene and I, again, we learned so much from you, Logan, and we thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah, no, appreciate it.
We'll be in touch, man. There he is, Logan Luce, this morning. The dude knows his stuff big time, man.
He does.
I mean, can you imagine if I was to talk like that? I mean, how badly would that be butchered?
Well,
Holy shit.
You couldn't talk like that. Let's be honest.
Let's bring
You
Heather.
know who I want to check in with at
Yeah.
some point?
Yeah.
Jumpin' Jack Flash. I sent him a message this morning
Did you?
because he was on my mind.
I sent him a text, I don't know, a month ago,
Yeah.
and I never heard back from him. He's blowing me off. Is he blowing you off?
I don't know. I just barely sent it to him this morning because I was thinking about him and I thought, he's probably home for Christmas break. Maybe we could get him to come in his SpongeBob jammies.
Oh, my God.
For a
Can you
little
imagine?
chat.
How much fun would that be?
I miss Jack.
You know who I miss, and we should put her on the air one of these days, is Heather Slayton. We haven't seen her beautiful face in so long. Should we give her a call this morning? Should we see if we can reach her?
Sure.
I hear she's pretty busy.
Oh my God, she's right there. Good morning, honey. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
It's so nice to see you. It's always lovely to see you. Look at you. You're like, you got the phone going in one hand, you got the coffee going in the other hand, you got the pen going in the other hand.
Yeah.
My God.
It takes a lot of hands to juggle.
Coffee's the crucial hand.
It is, obviously.
This morning, and I don't know why, but this morning for me, it is iced coffee, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me? It's so cold outside. The wind chill is stupid, and I'm drinking iced coffee. I don't understand why, but I am doing it.
I mean, unless it's in a Yeti, it'll be iced coffee no matter how it leaves the house.
For years.
Yeah.
Good morning to both of you. Tell me, what the hell's going on?
What isn't?
Let's throw. I want to throw it to Raylene because I know she always has so much to start out the day.
Well, it's National Bah Humbug Day.
Yeah.
That's an easy way to feel these days.
We know that.
Yeah.
It is easy to feel that way. There's so much going on, and there's been just so much loss that I think that,
Yeah.
a lot of people can't really get into the spirit, and I don't blame them.
Yep.
And I think it's a great time to have Heather here because I think it's a great message to remind people that this isn't jolly for everyone for a lot of reasons. Maybe you suffered a great loss in your life, someone you love, someone that you want at your table, or you want to have a gift under the tree for, and then maybe you don't have a tree or a roof over your head.
Sure.
Or I mean, there are lots of reasons to struggle a little bit, and
sure.
and people generally struggle more at holidays.
Yeah.
And so it's a super tough time of year for sure.
I don't know about you, but I was on the phone yesterday with a couple of different people that were very, very frustrated with Mother Nature, like taking this shit personally. You know, like are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
You know,
It's easy to
are
do.
you joking? It's
easy
just
to do.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
As if July wasn't worse enough, and now you're going to do this a week exactly to the day, a week before Christmas. Come on, my God.
And then before we
Not to start out on a negative note. I'm just saying this
No,
is
but
the
if
reality.
we're if we're negative, I'm going to sail right into this next subject really quick,
Please do.
because Heather can tie into this too. As you know, I moderate several pages.
Yep.
And the stuff that people are willing to put on these pages and say and do just infuriates me. And I got a little pissy last night, and maybe I could have answered differently, but it's called fed up past my eyeballs at this point with people just being asshats.
Doing stupid shit
Under
on social
no
media.
circumstances should you ever
Post
pictures of an accident scene. I don't care if you crop the license plate out or not. Did you remember the bumper sticker? Did you remember the other 2 cars that were involved? Did you it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nobody should ever find out about anything like that on Facebook. It just shouldn't happen. Have
Agree.
a little bit of class, a little bit of respect, and just don't be an asshole. Don't do it. And if you're taking those pictures while you're driving by, you're taking pictures, taking videos, you could cause another accident.
Sure.
You could run over the EMT in the road.
Sure.
Right.
Just don't.
Jen Lawrence just wrote, I feel those pages should be shut down. It just breeds drama and
It
chaos.
is craziness.
Here's the thing, though. It's like if you take a picture of an accident, and let's say it's a gray CRV,
You just scared the shit out of every mom that has a kid riding around in a gray CRV. No
that's
matter
exactly
what.
it.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I'm tired of of hearing it. I'm tired of, and people, all up my ass about my response, but
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
That's the way I feel about it. And if you want to continue to act like children,
Right.
Go ahead.
Not
but
to-
I'm not going to tolerate it.
Listen, not to defend dumbasses, because I've been a dumbass countless times. Every hour of the day, I'm a dumbass. But here's the thing: it's more of like just we sometimes we oh my God, am I guilty of it? We just react. We want to take the picture of the accident to put that on the Facebook page on social media for the sake of it being an accident, not thinking the way you're thinking right now. And
Right.
that's what we need to be cognizant of.
We do.
It's one thing to post, hey, this happened, stay out of the area, don't cause more whatever. But what if it's that one car that's got some really specific paint job or a color that nobody else has, or some addition that only the mom or the grandmother knows about,
Right.
they're going to be like, oh my gosh, no.
Yeah.
That's, post it on your personal page where 900 people aren't watching it.
Right.
But no pictures
Totally agree.
that are identifiable in that way.
Totally agree.
And it doesn't say specific in the rules, don't post pictures.
Should it have to? Aren't they adults?
Well, that's what I said.
Right.
Do we really need to get that specific? How
Right.
old are we?
Right.
I'm
We
not
just need to
talking
think.
to
We need
my
to think.
my 6 or 7 year old, child, nephew, grandchild, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm talking to adults here that are just being dumbasses.
Yeah.
Plain and
Yeah.
simple.
Wow. Well said. I mean,
And
yeah.
I don't know.
So this was an accident that happened last night,
Yesterday, yeah.
and there was also a swiftwater rescue that was last night. My God, that was just what the hell's what was? Do we know anything about that?
Was
No.
it a rescue or was
I
it
don't know.
intent?
Right. We don't know. We know that there was a rescue or a. They were put in place. They were in action, looking, and no one was found, and the search was called. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen. That
Right.
doesn't mean that there wasn't. Nobody knows. It
Right.
just we don't know yet, and so we just won't talk about it because we
Right.
don't know.
Listen, there's a lot of keyboard pirates out there, and frankly, there's a lot of us who have nothing better to do. We're home, we've got that phone in our hand, and we're watching stuff. And we, as humans, we draw conclusions very quickly. We're all guilty of it, man. It's like I've done it. And
having to babysit that much though is
true.
Insane. And lately it's just been more, and I have to wonder if it's just all this, it's all the stress of everything else, the flood and the this and the that.
Right.
But good Lord, just take a breath and say, would I want to read that? Would I want to see that before you post it?
Right.
And if you really want to post it on your own page, like Heather says. Post it on your own page.
Yeah.
Make it public if you want to.
Sure.
But leave it off the sites.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. Well said. Hey, birthdays today. Bev Lemieux is 55. Caitlin Hall is on the list today. Wow, I didn't know that.
Happy birthday, Caitlin.
Happy birthday, Caitlin. Taylor Nicole is 34. Jamie Hannigan is on the list. Ashley Henry is 25. My God, that makes me feel so old. Do you know Ashley Henry?
Of course.
Yeah.
God, I mean, she's 5 yesterday. Where did 20 years go? Jesus, that's crazy. Here's another one. Kendall Maguire, 25 years old. What's going on here? Melanie Miller is also on the list, along with Liz Casey. Happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday to Paxton Harrington, my solstice grandson, who is 10.
Oh,
10 years
now
old.
that
That's
doesn't
not
seem
possible.
possible.
I know.
But he's 10 going on 20.
Easily.
If you could hear this kid talk, you would swear to God you were talking to somebody in his very late teens, maybe even a little older
He
at
should
times.
be on that show. What's that show? What that TV show where they interview little kids and there's
Intelligent doesn't even come
Kids say the
close.
darndest things.
That's it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
He sure does.
He's super smart.
As always, Raylene begins the day posting the National Day.
The Humbug Day.
Is it? Yeah. In addition to that, is there anything else?
Oh, there's many of them.
National
the whole
days?
list is there. You got to go way back to 5:00 this morning. I get up
Okay.
at 3:30 today, so I was a little ready to roll early.
So we've started the day with some venting, but I want to throw some positive stuff in there. First of all, the Daily Dose of Feel Good this morning. Have you seen this little baby acting out the Elf on the Shelf scenarios?
Yes,
This-
I did.
have
I
you seen
watched
this,
it because
Heather?
you posted it.
Oh my
so I
God.
watched it.
It is fantastic. If you need a pick-me-up, if you need a smile, that one will do it. It's right on the Aired Out page. The other thing that I want to say positively, and obviously, Heather, we're going to talk about mental health and everything and what you have going on at Washington County Mental Health. But I want to say something. This morning, these are tiny little things that make all the difference, I think, anyway. This morning, I bring Lily to school. She gets out of the car, and, it's the usual conversation, I love you, be kind, have a great day, yeah, whatever, Dad. And then shuts the door, and I had the window cracked down. And I look over, and there's this girl who's, I don't know, 15 years old or so, 7th or 8th grade, whatever, somewhere in that ballpark. And she looks over and she says, "Good morning, Lily." Big smile on her face. And Lily runs up to, stranger, I've never seen this girl before. Lily runs up to her, gives her a big hug, and she puts her arm around Lily, and she's looking at Lily and talking to her, and I can hear them, and they're walking up to the school together. And I'm like, who is this? This is some student at the school, 14, 15 years old. There's not a lot of people that are, especially that age, that are like that, who are like that to littles.
Yeah.
And I just think that's just so, that just made me feel good. Total stranger. I drove away saying, wow, man, isn't that great? There's just some kid who is so friendly to my kid, but it doesn't matter if it's my kid or any other kid. I just think that's awesome. And I don't know, man. It's tiny, like I say, tiny little thing, but a big deal to me.
Yeah.
I love seeing that. I love seeing kids being friendly to other kids, especially at school, because so many kids are carrying around so much shit today. So much stress. They got it at home. They got it at school. They got it on their phones. They got it on TV. They got
Yeah.
everywhere. And I don't know. It's just little things like that. Whoever, her parents are, they're doing a great job.
Yes.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, how are things with you? What's going on?
We've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Talk to me. I'm sure you've got a lot going on since last Monday, too.
Yeah. Yeah. So, the biggest, most important thing I want to get out there to people is that we are still 100% available for flood counseling. If people want to talk, if they want to reach out to us, we hope that they will. Even, for the people who did not see water anywhere, just hearing it rain is
Yeah.
a lot for folks still.
Absolutely.
But when you start getting those alerts and roads start closing and you start seeing the pictures all over Facebook, and I mean, honestly,
Trigger.
when you say, you're seeing stuff and you're hearing people complain on Facebook about anything, and
Right.
really just like my best advice personally,
Yeah, right.
not even as a person who works in mental health, is to just put the darn thing down.
Yeah, right.
Look at anything else, the lights on your tree, the lights outside, anything, a candle, anything but your phone.
Right. It's not easy to do. I mean,
It's not easy to do, but
and we got
man,
the pings,
clear your head.
We got the pings going on all the time. I mean, Raylene's phone sounds like a rock concert sometimes.
I know, but it's not healthy.
Shut it off.
Yeah.
And just say it's good to say, fuck everything. I'm just going to shut my stuff off. I'm going to shut the TV off. I'm going to shut the phone off. I'm going to just sit and just close my eyes and just relax. Some silence, maybe.
Yes.
If you can find it, find it, do it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know it's hard, but
It is.
But especially if you can get away from watching, if you're not in imminent danger, if you can stop watching for
Exactly.
updates around things like catastrophic weather, just try to look at anything else if you can't put the phone down.
I know.
You know,
I want to be.
watch a cute show.
I want
do
to
something
be
else.
Exactly.
Do something
Watch
else.
Elf or Christmas Vacation or something.
Yeah, or even just a comedy skit somewhere. Just anything.
Right.
But
I love to be up to speed on what's going on in the world. I love to, I want to be aware of what's happening.
yeah, I don't.
But I
Anymore.
and that's fine. But clicking on the war in the Middle East and just seeing pictures of what's going on on the Gaza Strip and Hamas and what's happening in the tunnels, and they're flooding the tunnels with the seawater and they're trying to, everything. But then it gets into my algorithm on my phone, and it's popping up all the time.
And, yeah,
and it's
you're
like
inundated with bad.
I begin my day looking at my phone with this huge plume of smoke from some bomb that's gone off somewhere, and this is I'm just echoing your point.
Yeah. So the further you can separate yourself from especially beginning your day that way, the better.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not saying be unaware.
Or ending your day.
Right. And I'm not saying be oblivious and unaware to the world.
Sure.
But
don't consume yourself.
Don't intentionally consume yourself with it.
Yeah.
But for people who have been re-traumatized this week with weather and water,
right?
Just know that our flood counseling is still 100% cost-free. There's still no waiting list.
No insurance.
Nothing. You don't need to be enrolled in services with us. You just call. We're still part of the SOS Vermont program. Okay. So anybody in the state can call 211 to get connected to your designated agency, but locally in Washington County and Williamstown, Washington, and Orange, Vermont, those towns, you can just call us at our regular number, 802-229-0591, and ask to speak to somebody for flood counseling. We're also hoping to open up some locations for group discussions for folks, for both businesses and residents. And we're hoping that some people countywide will offer up some host sites for that. So we'll be talking to like the Aldrich Library and some folks in other towns to offer up host times and sites.
Not just a venue, but also a platform to connect everyone.
And to be able to invite folks in so that we can offer it in a group format so people aren't feeling like they're calling us. If they don't want to do a one-on-one, then maybe we can just come in and offer a few sessions for all the business owners to come in and talk about, boy, we just can't believe this happened again.
Right.
And sure, maybe we only had to pump out an empty basement, but still it's heavy. It is heavy.
Exactly.
And people are just... Everybody's cooked, man.
Tapped.
Everybody.
Tapped.
And so we want to just be able to go around and, meet with people and try to see what we can do to help them through this. And another piece of that is that, this summer we received a fairly large grant from the Vermont Community Foundation through their Vermont Flood Response and Recovery Fund. And so folks that we are seeing with any level of mental health need through that can be eligible for support through that grant.
Raylene and I are talking frequently on the air about this Access Hub.
Yes.
What
also on my list.
We also have said we got to get over there. I mean, we should go over there.
Yeah. So the Access Hub is located in the Sunrise where you've been.
Yes.
In the Sunrise building.
Yes.
And they also utilize several portions of Sunrise, the program. So it's at 34 Berry Street. It's on the entrance is on the Downing Street side of the building. Their number is 802-301-3200. In Montpelier. The Access Hub is a crisis diversion program, and that is open to the entire community and is also cost-free because it's also a grant-based program. So it's for people who, you could just be having a really rough day, not sure that you're at the level where you need to go to the emergency room, but also know that you're maybe not able to get through it on your own. You could be looking for, I don't understand my meds, or I can't get a hold of my meds. Can I talk to somebody about that? You could be looking for a very short-term counseling situation. Maybe you don't have a home and you really need a shower and a nap or a meal. It's all about not having to end up in the hospital. It's trying to meet your needs before you get that far and not ending up on a wait list to try to meet those needs and then ending up in crisis because you're waiting. So anybody, there's no demographic that this is for. It's an everybody program. You can just walk in off the street. You can call.
No appointment.
It's nothing. Yeah. So, and you can stay there for up to 23 hours.
Okay.
So it's
amazing staff.
Great. The staff is amazing.
Amazing,
and it's primarily
nurse.
peer run.
They have,
So we have, it's people who will understand is what really that's what that means. People who have been there, people who get it, which is very important. It's not, you're not going to walk in and find a bunch of suits who are just like, well, let me tell you how you should be living your life. It's people who feel you. Yeah. They get it.
Right.
And we have so many peer programs that people get it. So you can walk in there, and if you need a meal, if you need someone to talk to, if you need some nursing med management help, if you need to talk to somebody that's a therapist, if you just need a little case management help, you can find virtually any service.
Overwhelmed by several things coming down the pipe at the same time.
And you could be like, living in a tent down by the river, or you could be walking in after your 9-to-5 job.
Yeah. Right.
Anybody who feels like they could use some help can walk in there. And that's it. And if you don't, you don't have a phone, or you don't have internet, or you don't have whatever, you just walk in that door and say, I need help. And that's it.
Yeah. And, if you want to give them a ring beforehand, it's 301-3200.
Yes.
If you got a phone on you, just, let them know you're on your way, but you don't have to.
You don't have to. And you can call and say, look, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I think I might need. Do you think this is an appropriate place for me to come?
Yeah, right.
You don't even have to walk in and be like, yo, So
Sure.
you can call and see if you think it's right for you, but you don't have to. You can just walk in. It's entirely up to you how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah. And there is a small sensory room in there. So if you really just need like some peace and quiet, you want to chill out. The world is loud right now.
Yes, it is.
So, if you...
Maybe you need access to substance use.
Yes. We can connect you to so many services.
Yeah, disorder. And I mean,
Yes.
you can help with all of that.
Yep.
And I know Berry Street right there in Montpelier, but man, it's like Montpelier is there's so much stress and chatter right now. I don't know if you got a chance to see the governor's press conference yesterday morning at 11 o'clock. Everything is so freaking complicated, man. It's like, how much funds are we going to get? Are we going to get them? If so, how much? And if so, when? And businesses are everyone's just walking around on edge, man. It's, we need each other.
We do.
And I think the governor does a great job of pushing that point more than anything. We got programs in place. We got funding in place. We got FEMA. We got the state. We got this and that and this and that. But when you get right down to it, it's one another. It's each other. It's Vermonters. Just check in with your friends, check in with strangers, check in with neighbors, check in with the elderly. I mean, that is something that I think Raylene and I, every single time the shit hits the fan with the weather or anything, we push that more than anything.
Yes. Yep.
Because organically, that's where stuff gets done.
It is. It is. And that's, we're blessed to have amazing grant writers and then partners like the Vermont Community Foundation that has been very generous with their grants. And so we're able to offer no-cost things through the amazing grants that we get our hands on, so that we can have programs like this.
Sure.
That we can offer things that normally would not be part of our programming.
Yes.
So that people have access to the help they need.
One of the other things that Raylene and I push often about, mental health, breaking away from the monotony of the day, is we love talking about our sponsors. And one of them is the Den over in Williamstown. And, it's important to get the hell out of your house, get away from everything, shut the TV off, go out, have a good time, do some dancing, do some line dancing, play pool. There was a tournament last night, I think, right? A pool tournament?
Line dancing is tonight. It's on Thursday nights.
Yeah. Every Thursday night.
Yeah.
Emil Goslin does it.
If he can't make you happy, nobody can.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean,
He did our wedding. Our
For
reception.
real.
He is the king. He's the king of kings when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He is. He
guys-
did our wedding reception, and then we got to sit with him at Cliff's. It was a
Oh,
Oh,
blast.
you did? Yep.
It was a blast.
There should be a ticket just for that.
I know.
Yeah.
But get out to the Den, have some fun, loosen up a little bit, have a drink.
Tomorrow's going to be a hell of a night.
The ugly
Down
sweater
there,
contest.
The ugly
Oh, my
sweater
Lanta.
contest.
Oh, my
I hope
God.
people make them and don't just go buy the ugliest thing they find, because I've been really frustrated by seeing that. Like we're having an ugly sweater contest, and people just go buy the ugliest shirt they can find. What happened to making that stuff? Like,
Sherilyn made one. She's got two.
Will
black.
she make you one?
She might make. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah.
She made me one, or she made herself one that's got two black mittens, or no, not mittens, gloves that are sewn right here, and it says "Feel the joy."
That's awesome.
Is that what you're suggesting? That I should
well,
have that one made?
no, not that one, but she just should make you a sweater so that you have any sweater, but that other thing.
But
That's awesome.
Piss me off, Raylene. I'm going to wear it tomorrow morning on the air.
Ooh.
I'm threatening you right now.
put it in my
I'll wear
calendar
it
to-
tomorrow morning if I have to.
You go ahead. I'll take the day off.
I'm gonna have to block out my calendar to make sure I don't have any other appointments. I
See,
can
she
watch.
could lock the door. That's the whole thing. But
Yeah.
this ugly sweater contest tomorrow night. DJ Chaos at the Den, and he's teaming up with, let's talk about the King of Kings, the Spin Doctor, Alan Roberts.
Ooh.
Wow.
I haven't seen him since like Gilligan's days.
Yeah. Do you remember how he used to spin disco?
Yeah.
Beat mixing it? I mean,
it's been a minute, but
but no one.
back when I had like one kid.
Yeah, I
you
was
can
gonna
remember
say-
that far back.
No
Now
one,
there are 6.
no one DJs like Alan Roberts. I mean, I couldn't hold a candle to that guy. He knows his stuff. You know, every now and then I'll shoot him a disco mix, like a remix of something, and I'll fire it off to him, and they'll be like, check this out. He'll come back with an uppercut and send me one back that I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He's on it.
Anyway, it's going to be a good time at the Den.
Yes,
Good.
absolutely.
What else is going on? Let's throw some love at someone else.
Well, we know.
Well, I've got more stuff.
yeah,
I'm sure you do.
Okay.
I'm sure. Of course you
we're gonna
do.
let you.
Just
We're
on-
gonna let you.
Well, listen,
Of
Washington,
course.
Washington County mental health,
We got a whole
okay.
nother a lot of minutes to fill up.
Okay.
biggest umbrella of Vermont is Washington County mental health. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We should let people know that if you didn't get your cookie platter yet, if you didn't get your pies, your cakes, your pastries, your whatever you are going to need to bring to your holiday party or have at your holiday party at home, you should be calling Delicate Decadence.
Yes.
It's not too late. 802-479-7948. He has all kinds of great platters already made.
Yeah.
There's cookie tins. There's little bags.
Bags, grab and go.
Yeah. You can give gift certificates. Those make, a gift certificate, somebody could go get breakfast in the morning.
Of course.
Or
They're serving
all
breakfast.
of those things.
They're serving breakfast right now for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll see you later. I'll leave my list.
Oh,
You
my
can
God.
read it.
And it's it's cooked fresh right there. in front
Right
of
to
you.
order.
Right, whatever you want.
But yeah, the clock's ticking.
Yeah.
But last minute gifts, I have a list of last minute gifts. I think you could go to Ruth Air Quick Lube and Auto. You could get a gift card for routine maintenance, oil change, car recons. Get a gift card. That's why I said you can fit a set of tires in a stocking.
You
Right at Ruth Ayers.
You absolutely can. And who doesn't need? You could give someone a gift certificate for whatever you want to have their carpets shampooed, their seats extracted, like mine need to be done.
No, your car needs to be extracted. Like that's the other sponsor,
The whole
Bulldog.
car?
Yeah,
Bulldogs.
that's the other sponsor. Located right
My
over there
car's-
in Middlesex.
My car's not that bad. You think it's worth more scrap metal than anything? I'm gonna bring it to Colby. I'm not kidding. I'm going over to Ruth Ears today, and I'm gonna say, I'm not joking here. Are
Don't
ready
you
for
tell them that I referred you,
this? Why? Because
because I don't want anything to do with that
you don't want to
mess.
be associated.
No.
Listen, I'm dead serious. I'm going over to Ruth Ears today. I'm gonna have my front floors shampooed, extracted, cleaned.
Not today. They're not doing it today.
I'm not saying
You're scheduling
I'm going
it.
over there today to schedule it.
Yes.
They're going to clean my floors really well. I'm not kidding. I'm dead serious.
I know. I've seen Colby work his magic, but I'm just saying I love Colby. He's damn good at what he does, but
He's going to have his work cut out for him.
just
But
take it
here's
to
the
our
thing.
other
I've
sponsor,
got-
Colby.
I have more sand on the floor of my car, on the front floors, than a sand pit right now. So I'm going to get them cleaned, vacuumed, cleaned up, dried. Everything's going to be beautiful. And then, I'm serious, I'm going over to Yipes because Brock over at Yipes, another one of our presenting sponsors, ordered me 2 WeatherTech floor mats.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm going to get Colby's going to clean things up. Then I'm going to put the WeatherTech.
Well, Yipes is the next on my stocking stuffer list.
Please
Did you
go.
remote start?
Everything.
And
Heated
anything
seats,
and everything.
heated seats.
Get a gift card at Yipes.
I'm actually headed to Yipes
The amount of
Are you?
stuff. Yeah.
I'll hold the door for you.
for the boys.
The amount of stuff you can get there.
Yeah,
Not
it's
only for
amazing.
your car, but then the graphics team, apparel, hats, little, decorations and signs and you name it. If you can dream it, they can do it. At Yipes. We love them.
You can grab
They print
one
all
of
my
these-
soccer shirts for my team.
Yeah, and they do a great job.
All my
Do they?
Snoop-
Do they really?
Yeah, the girls print all my soccer shirts for my team.
Freaking awesome people.
For my tops
Yeah. It's a great people.
soccer capital region soccer team, and they print
Yeah.
all my snoozlin stuff. They make all my bracelets.
Quality stuff that
Love
will
Yipes.
wash and wash and wash and wash and not come off your shirt.
Did they do the Imagination Station shirts? Love those.
And the
shirts.
bracelets. Yeah, they do
I
all my
love-
stuff.
They
I
do
love those.
awesome work. And then the last final one is to give the gift of a future. Where is that? Do you know? Giroux General Transport. They have a
Yep.
class coming up right now, January 15th. But if you have somebody that's graduating, if you have a child, if you know somebody that's really wanted to go, maybe you can help out a little bit towards it. Or if you're a parent, maybe that's something that you do for your child or grandchild and say,
here's $500
here
toward
it is.
getting your CDL. Wow.
Just get in touch with Tracy over at Giroux General Transport, 279-3325, and talk to her about setting that up or helping out or doing it all together for someone that you love. I'm sure they'd be happy to hear from you.
Yeah.
And they get January 15th. And even if not for a gift, do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Advance in the job that you're already in, start a new career, whatever it may be. But they are desperately searching for drivers all over the United States, but here in Vermont too.
Businesses are desperately searching for drivers. I mean, if we're not moving it on roads, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Period. I thought you were going to mention when you said the gift of future. I thought you were going to mention State Farm and life insurance.
Well, that too.
Which I have, and Bobby Bartlett and I are going to be talking about life insurance, which I know some of you are like, are you serious? Are you really going to be talking about life insurance? But there is so much shit to learn about that. I mean, it's amazing. It's unbelievable, and it's fascinating, quite frankly. So Bobby and I are going to be hooking up and doing that real soon. But, yeah. Of course, I want to ask you about the Snoozlin Room, Imagination Station on Summer Street. At some point, we don't have to do it now, whenever you want. I know it was flooded from July, but we're approaching 6 months here. Andy's asking me daily, sometimes hourly, sometimes every 5-minute cycles about the Imagination Station.
I also live that life.
I know you do.
With 3 autistic kids.
I know you do.
Who lived in there, frankly.
On Summer Street, 23 Summer Street.
Yeah, we have nothing. So, the whole first floor is still gone. We do have contracts for work.
Okay.
But we're waiting for the work to start.
All right. Okay.
That's the best I can do right now. We're waiting, the sheetrock. First, the sheetrock needs to go in, and then it's got to get taped and painted.
Yeah.
And then after that, we have to get the flooring put down.
So
the work just has not begun there. It's all being contracted out. It's not our guys doing the work.
for folks that maybe have no idea what we're talking about, the Snoozlin Room, which is also known as the Imagination Station on 23 Summer Street in Barrie, is a sensory room. Some might even say a sensory deprivation room. It's an environment for folks not just with autism, but folks with PTSD or all ages too, not just little kids.
Decompress.
That's the word right there. It's to decompress,
Yeah.
to chill. There was a massage chair, lighting and smells and just
Sounds. And
sounds.
it's
Just
everything
amazing.
sensory.
High tech, super high tech. And we lost it all in the floods in July.
Yes.
Hopefully we're going to get it back.
We will get it back.
We will.
We will.
Okay. All right.
There's just not quite a timeline yet.
Okay. All right. And I have
Understandable.
Yeah.
and I have an idea about that I'll chat with you about off the air at some point. But so what else is on your list? Because I know you have a lot.
I do have a few more things.
Okay.
So one super not quick thing is Wellness Wednesdays
Yes.
are set to return soon.
Great.
So starting January 24th and running through May 8th. So this is a very long run.
Wow.
Our very first extended run.
Hold on. You said what? January 24th?
124 through 5/8.
Wow.
Every other Wednesday.
Got it.
So you'll be getting that flyer soon, so
Okay.
you can push it up there. And that will be at 23 Summer Street.
All right.
I do not anticipate that we'll have the work on the first floor done. So we will start upstairs and you can park downstairs or across the street and walk up the Pearl Street driveway on the left side of the building. If you are not able or comfortable walking up, there is a parking lot behind the building at the top
Yep.
that you can use. So the entrance to the upstairs is on the side of the building up top. And we'll have it clearly labeled. But we'll have all the same great services. We'll have ear acupuncture or acupressure, which is a walk-in service. We'll have mindfulness meditation, which is also walk-in. It's great done in tandem with the ears because you can get your needles or your
Seeds,
seeds
right?
done.
Yep.
And then go sit in the mindfulness meditation room. It's a great combination, but you can choose either. And then we'll have Reiki, sound healing, multiple types of massage.
And those are by appointment.
Those are all by appointment. So, yeah, we're very excited to have this very extended version.
I know a lot of people that are going to be very excited, especially in the winter months where it's just it's dark and it's cold and maybe you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. And so what an amazing pick-me-up that's out there for people. And the fact that it's free of charge is absolutely incredible too.
Yes.
And
this is all done by grants from, small businesses. And, we also offer the flood counseling there. So if you're not feeling like you wanted to call, but you still would like to talk to somebody about it, you can talk to one of us there because we're part of the flood counseling team. And so you can talk to somebody there about how you're feeling about the whole past months and months and months of being underwater.
Speaking of flood counseling teams, I want to loop back to that for just a second. And because I was looking at some stuff that had been posted by Bury Up, and I know that you are on the steering committee for Bury Up, and Washington County Mental Health is very much
so I was invited
involved
to
in
one
that
meeting,
too.
but I hadn't heard from that portion of the group again. But we had been going every Wednesday for a long
I
time.
knew that you were.
Yeah, and so they have our materials in the space.
But they're not being used. So I want to make sure that we get the information out there right now, because I saw the post with some phone numbers to access for mental health crisis.
Yes.
And Washington County Mental Health, the only local number, so that you're not getting a call center with somebody that maybe doesn't speak English, or you're put on hold a really long time, whatever. The actual local number for immediate help is
802-229-0591.
Can you repeat
Thank
that one more?
802-229-0591.
And that is a really important. I mean, the
It
other
is.
number is important as well. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not, but it is
Right.
it's a national number, and
Yeah, I'm not
it
sure
will-
what number it was.
It doesn't
but it's
always
definitely
get
not
you
the-
anywhere quick.
And it's not the
988,
in your
I
back
think it was the
number. It's not
980,
the-
or is that what it is?
I think the number they have posted on their board is not. They might also have 988,
Yeah.
but it was a different
Yeah.
number, and it's not the in your backyard number,
Right.
For sure.
And so we want to make sure that if you need help, it's in your backyard.
Yes.
Sure.
Especially since our number for the flood counseling is the immediate number. It's,
Right.
This is, you can call, it's our regular number, but when you call and say, I'm looking for flood counseling, this is not like trying to enroll in typical ongoing services.
Right.
Yeah.
When you call and say, I need flood counseling services, there's no wait list. There's nothing. This
Yeah.
is not like, well, it'll be 3 months before you see somebody, which I'm not saying is true for anything. I'm just saying this is not a wait list. This is we'll have somebody call you, and it's generally within 24 hours. So there's no wait. You're not becoming an instant, enrollee for services. This just means that you're going to hear from one of our specifically flood counseling crew.
Yep.
There's no wait list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, you don't have to wait for us to hire somebody. These are people who are dedicated to answering these flood calls.
And your number is not just for flood. It's literal for mental health.
It's for everything.
Help all the way around.
But you get
If
channeled
need-
right to a person
where you
that's
need
just
to go.
that's doing this work right now.
If you are in crisis, it's going to happen right now. If
Right.
you call the 802-229-0591 number,
Yes.
24/7.
Yes. So, okay. So
Use it.
one more thing I want to bring up, because there's a very cool event coming up related to it, is that we have received a grant that we now have a steering committee working on, that is a Prevent Youth Overdose grant.
Okay.
And the work that's being done under this is to improve accessibility and the quality of substance use disorder services for folks 10 and up, youth.
And people may find that age shocking.
I do.
But
I'm just sitting here.
You shouldn't.
You should not be shocked.
I know. Listen, and I know part of this is just maybe a little bit of my age, and maybe that I'm wicked naive and I've lived, I guess, a sheltered life. But when I hear that, I cannot believe my ears.
I don't know that it gets more sheltered than my life.
I mean,
But thank you.
But
I
yes,
mean,
so, some of the work will be like to increase education in the schools, in the community, in healthcare settings. So, a lot of good work is going to happen at very early ages and ongoing to help reduce everything, use, overdose,
yeah.
everything, to support people of many different ages. But that's also going to include lots of community events to work with families directly. And on January 20th, we're going to be hosting at 23 Summer Street a family healthy living workshop.
I'm
January
120.
20th?
Yes, it's the weekend, the Saturday immediately before Wellness Wednesday starts. So
And what is it called again?
it's the family healthy living workshop.
Yeah.
And so we'll have 2 sessions that day, one from 10 to 10:45 and one from 11 to 11:45. And people can sign up for these. Families can sign up by calling Robin at 802-479-4055. And I will send you the flyer on this. We just had the planning meeting yesterday, so I have to go create this flyer today.
Perfect time.
Yep.
Perfect.
And so Balin will be there teaching families how to use ear seed acupressure
Love Balin.
for stress reduction. We also have Emily Ruff of Sage Mountain Botanical Sanctuary coming to teach people how to make healthy snacks. And so all the ingredients will be there. They'll have the class and they'll be able to come away with the things that they make and potentially the ingredients to go home and make them again. Jared Job, who is one of our wellness coaches, will be there working on some family movement through play in the gym and other spaces at Wellspace. We're also going to have some giveaways, and we'll have snacks available and a raffle to win a pair of snowshoes.
Oh my God. What's the day of the week on the 20th?
It's a Saturday.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So families just need to call and register. There's no cost for this.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're pretty excited about it. And I haven't even had time to make the flyer yet because we just talked about it yesterday, like at 3.
No, I think it's awesome.
Yeah. So I'll get you the flyer as soon as I get done with that today.
So needed.
But I wanted to get the word out now so that families can, So there'll be limited space because you can only teach so many people a thing at once, but it's for family. You know, your entire family should come and learn together.
Sure.
And so this program will move forward and be in the schools. You will
this
you
workshop,
be,
or do you
no,
mean
the program itself? The
the
whole,
Prevent Youth Overdose? Yes, we're going to kick it out all over the place. And so the plan is to work with all kinds of community partners and schools.
we teach
on
all
of
kinds
this.
of things.
We
in
have
schools
a
now.
huge
This
goal.
should be top of the list.
Right, the action list and all of the goals within those are just,
And
I probably just said that backwards.
that has a whole. So there's a huge bucket. We should talk about this on my show someday. But that has a huge bucket because when you are talking about children, you're not talking about just children that are. You're talking children that may be in a home with a parent that struggles with addiction and what they can learn from this. And maybe they can stop the cycle. Maybe they can learn, unfortunately, how to help this parent if something were to happen. I cannot imagine, and this goes across the board for any sort of medical incident, I cannot imagine how helpless you feel when you can't help and then carrying that burden all your days. And so
you know this, but our youngest,
it's a lot,
whose adoption we just completed last Friday.
Yay. Harley.
We're very excited. Our youngest lost her mom to overdose, and that's how she came to us.
Yeah.
Her sister, who at the time was 8, is the person that found their mom and tried very hard to bring her back. And it wasn't possible. And she had to protect her 2 younger siblings from the substances that were still there in that environment while they waited for somebody to come. And she's now 10. And all I can think is, yes, she needs this information.
Right.
And so when you say 10, there's no such thing as too young.
Right.
She needs this information.
Yeah.
She also needs to hear through this kind of education that things that are in your environment are not your fault.
Exactly.
You did the best you could.
Exactly.
Which she's hearing obviously from all of us and other people supporting her. But like it needs to be said to all kids
So
because
that you know your
don't
community
know,
feels the same way.
right? And you don't always know who else has witnessed or
Yeah.
might witness things.
Yeah.
And they should know that if things are in their home and there are mechanisms available to try to help, like Narcan or whatever, if those things are there, they also need that type of education. Like, how can you try to help? And if it doesn't work, that's not on you. But also, don't do these things yourself.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's
there's
like
no age that's too young.
It's the message of you have, no matter what cards you've been dealt, even at the first beginning years of your life, you have your whole life in front of you to go down a great road and to make some real positive impacts on other people and just be a great human being that's healthy, and you could be so successful. I mean, you got a clean slate. Get your whole life in front of you. Time, there's no greater gift than having time in front of you.
And
your
some
future.
people are living in an environment right now where they're already using,
Sure.
or they don't see any other way to live because the people around them are already living that life.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. And yeah, there's just, I mean, while we're
Education
obviously
is key.
eternally blessed by
Yeah.
this sweet
Yeah.
Sure.
child,
Right.
that is no way
Sure.
Yeah.
to
be brought
start
into
such a
and to
life.
have been left in life.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
horrible.
It's just not.
So this is
That makes
such
me
an
super
important
happy
thing.
and super
I knew
proud.
I knew you'd
Yeah.
be so happy to hear
Yeah.
about this. And yeah, that getting deeper into the work that's going to happen because of this is definitely a your show thing. But I
Yeah.
just wanted to,
For sure.
I really wanted to get the word out about this workshop because really that's just a few weeks away.
Yeah.
And I want it
plugging
on
it.
people's radar so that they know. I'm also going to make sure I send it to Rebecca at the BUUSD, who is the family and community liaison, and hopefully we'll know.
I hope council maybe will attend. Yeah. I would like to see a few city councilors and
So would
people
I.
on the town with the school board attend and see what this is about.
Yes.
Every counselor should be there. This is happening right in our backyard. This is Barry City. Every counselor should be there.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, that's wonderful, Heather. You guys you know what you're doing. You're dialed in. You dialed in. When are we going to get Mary Moulton on here?
Oh my goodness.
What do we?
I
have
mean,
to,
when
like,
I-
do we have to like
basically, I'll
pay
just-
her money? What do we have to do?
No, I'll just tell her.
Threaten?
I just have to look at her calendar and try to find a
Spot.
spot that's
She's
open,
we
man.
had her on once, man. She's such a positive lady.
she's just darling.
Walks in a room, got the smile on the face. I mean,
I know.
she's just such a positive person.
I know.
Let's get her on here.
We will.
All right. Tell her I'm going to do something. I
It'll
don't
be
know
tight.
what.
The legislative session's about to start, and
Right.
she hammers them.
Good.
Good.
She's
for her.
such a-
Good.
she's an amazing advocate for
Well, she knows.
for the people we serve and for the staff.
Right.
Like she fights tooth and nail for everybody.
Yeah.
So, but I will find a spot in there. I don't know. You might have to do a show at a different time.
Will you tell her that we were
So-
talking about her this morning?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. I love to tell her when people are talking about her.
Yeah, tell her we're talking. Tell her I made up some.
You
stuff
won't
about
believe the crap JD said about you this morning, Mary.
Right. I want to just take a second here and throw some love at another one of our sponsors. We talk about being in crisis. I'm in crisis right now because I can't find my other pair of glasses from Optical Expressions.
Already?
Colby will find him when
For
he
the
cleans your
love.
car.
Probably.
Oh my God!
Yep.
I've looked. I can't find them, man. I've looked everywhere.
JD.
You know, I just
They're either in the basement with the
The birth
pumps.
control glasses or a different pair?
no the other ones.
Yeah.
The other ones. My God.
They're either in the basement with the pumps
Yeah.
or in the pile that's out in the driveway. Yeah.
They could be in my car. God, if they're in my car, they're probably going to be smashed in a million pieces. But I mean, it's like
Well,
I'm
not
going.
if you put them in your case like you're supposed to. I see the case is missing too, so you may be lucky.
No, the case is empty. That's the problem. I'm
Oh.
just wondering if I go over to Optical Expressions today and talk with Will or Tim or Mark, would they offer to help me find my glasses?
No.
They'll just make you a new pair.
Okay. Well,
Tim will laugh at you, so I want to go with you.
have you been into their new location?
Of course I have.
It's amazing.
I've got 4 new pair of glasses.
From Optical Expressions.
Of course. It was time. I'm going
It's
blinder
just-
by the minute, so.
It's incredible. You go in the 4th floor of the Blanchard block, you press 4 in the elevator, door opens, you're right there. I
It's
love
very lovely up there.
it. We love
Yeah,
it.
so much light.
Beautiful.
It's
Yes.
bright.
It's
And
so
beautiful.
Raylene always has a great point about Optical Expressions because it's not just prescription glasses and stuff. It's sunglasses. And do we need sunglasses during the winter?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Well, my sunglasses are prescription so that I can drive during the day without
Yeah.
being snow blind or sun blind.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I can't drive without my distance prescription.
I just love the team over there. Mark Liepert, you talk about walking into a room with a smile on your face. The guy's always so happy.
Yes.
He's just a wonderful team over there. We love them. We're honored to have them as presenting sponsors Do we have anyone else we want to throw some love at?
I think we're good for now. I mean, I there's all kinds of stuff posted up on the page as always.
Crazy amount of stuff.
And yeah.
You know what I love about where they are now is that you can go downstairs,
Get a
get
chocolate
something
chip
yummy to
cookie after.
eat, and then pop down and see Cynthia while you wait for your glasses to get done.
Yes.
And your blood sugar's getting thrown off.
It's okay.
I mean, it's perfect.
You can go relax, at the bookstore in one of the cozy chairs down there.
Yes.
It's so
Drink
cozy.
your coffee,
Love
get
it.
a
Nappy.
book.
Take a nappy.
Oh,
and then go back up and get your
got
glasses.
it all. I'm just telling you.
I want to make sure that we have everything currently up to everything for Washington County mental
I think
health.
we're good. If you need flood counseling, dial 802-229-0591. If you need a drop-in to, avoid the hospital, you're not there, you don't need that, then pop in at the Access Hub. We have had people sent back from the ER that didn't really need to be in the ER, sent down to us, and local PD has been referring people. So that's been really nice partnership that they're like, who can help you right now? These folks. So pop in at the Access Hub if you need us, and don't forget Wellness Wednesday and that family healthy living workshop.
And please know this. We are everything that you have talked about a lot. And look at Raylene. Look at her.
As soon as you get the graphics up,
I'm
or
making
you get a
both of
folder,
them
we'll
today,
we'll
so I'll
have
send
it
it
out
all
there,
off.
all
Yeah.
over.
Yeah,
Yep.
please.
When I get back to the office,
if we
that's
can
my
be first on your
jam
list
today.
for
Oh, you
getting
will
the
be.
graphic.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like,
because I need it out. So you guys are my best resource for slamming everybody with the
that's what we want to hear.
information we need out.
That's what we want to
So
hear.
that's why we appreciate having you here.
And here's the thing:
to have
we
my back.
we genuinely love talking about this and promoting this.
I know you do.
Not just on our Facebook page, but also talking about it into the microphone.
Yes.
Two different things, but
They're
we love-
very different, but I need we as an agency, but also me personally, like I want people to be as well as they can be.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know what resources are out there.
Yeah.
And, for the love of everything, just please,
Yeah.
call us if you need us.
Sure.
We are there. Just get a hold of us in whatever manner works the best for you.
Yeah.
Whether it's a walk-in or a phone call, whatever.
Right.
And please remember, if you're calling us for flood support,
Yeah.
that we have that Vermont Community Foundation grant.
Yeah.
And, if it's the smallest thing that you think is a silly thing to ask for support with, we can help you
Right.
if you're getting flood support counseling with
Right.
us.
Don't hesitate.
And you don't know, like people who have put their things in storage, we can help support that. People who are getting an apartment but don't know how they're going to pay their pet deposit. We've helped with that, but it's attached to the counseling.
But if I call you guys and ask you to help me look for my glasses, probably not going to happen.
I mean, I might just for the pure joy of putting them in my pocket and making you look a little longer.
Great show this morning. Thank you.
Wear a hazmat suit. That's all I gotta
I
tell
might,
you.
yeah.
Thank you, Heather. We love you
We love you guys
so much. All right. Be good, everyone. Take good care and have a look at this in front of you. Those are our presenting sponsors who make this possible for us to do this not only every week, but every day. And we love them. We appreciate them. We support them. They support us.
Have we added the pub?
The pub's going to get added in a second here. It's going to get added right now, as a matter of fact.
All right. We
The
gotta make
pub
sure.
in Williamstown.
The pub in Williamstown.
Breakfast. When is it? Sunday?
Sundays.
Is it all you can eat? Can I go back for seconds?
It's all you can eat, JD.
Thirds?
Breakfast right up your $15 for adults, $10 for kids 12 and under.
Can I go back? Thirds? Fourths? Mimosas?
All that
Bloody
great
Marys?
stuff. Bloody Marys to die for.
Oh, my God. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks, Patty and Tina and Glenn and Laura and everyone else who's been joined up with us this morning. We appreciate your eyes and ears. God bless.
This is my time to shine.